Okay, this is the next update. I found my short per se, so I've got it to run now on the new configuration that I want it to, where it goes in the tunnel and around as a return loop. And then it's not hooked up yet, but around Livingston here will be a return loop instead of a reverse loop. So this turnout here will go up the Nolix. And what that means, if you look at my other videos, is it'll go up all the way around the mountain. And it's just a siding now, so a branch line. So when I disconnected some track, I was having issues connecting in this track. Everyone's like, well, you have a reverse loop. I totally understand the concern. Looked at it about 10,000 times, and I did not see the reverse loop happening. And what I was missing when I was unplugging the wires and plugging them back in is when you have a straight track, you have the feeder color on one side and the feeder color on the other side. So in my case, I use the rhyme blue towards you because I use Cato wire. So blue towards you, white on the other side. But what I was doing wrong was when I have all the feeders unplugged and I was having issues from the rest of the layout, the feeders that were over here, essentially, because this was going down and it was in single track, somewhere in there, the wires are crossed. So essentially what I did was, this was just hot glued, so I pulled this up and I changed the color around, blue towards not me, white towards me, and now I can get it to run all the way around the room other than a couple dirty spots. So earlier, used this locomotive, basically had it come around on this track, started here, goes around on the inside, try not to go too fast so you don't puke, and over here to the snuffleupagus around the corner, and then down all the way on the inside of this yard. And as you can see, I've got this temporary feeder situation turned around the right way, blue not towards me, and then around on this back track here, and then another temporary feeder situation, so we have enough power. Now, the next thing that's going to have to change for the track plan is this is where the coal power plant goes. Let's kind of put that on there. There we go. So this is going to have to become a main line because this is connected in to this track. So each track on the outside, whoa, come on, there we go. Each track on the outside is one side of the loop. So this will become a main line, and then I will need a switch or something. I want this up here in this area. Ooh, let's back out. And basically have a switch back this way. Instead of this becoming the main line, essentially this needs its own spur. Okay, so something to the tune of right here on the microtrains boxes. That's where that's going to be, and then have a siding off of that. And then this track here that's connected will actually back up to here, connect to the other side of Livingston, and this track here will connect to this one. So what you're looking at behind the paint cans and all the mess goes in there behind the workbench. And then you can see, we'll just zoom in for you. She zigzags around to get to her curves, and then comes around here where the 1947 North Coast Limited is. This will be a siding again. And then, like I said, when I said goes into Livingston, that's where it's gonna come out. So essentially, one giant loop. A loop here, and a loop inside on this return loop here. As far as the Nolix, it's still happening. This switch here, again, is how you go up the mountain. So how that works is it comes off here, where these chemical cars are, these tank cars, and it keeps going up at 2%, all the way around here. This is the second level, where the sailboat is. Over these bridges, the one closest to us, where these tank cars are, there's my Kodak, and basically keep going, Everything's a disaster because it's been building. On the inside track here, closest to us, goes around, not where the boxcars are, the one closest to us. And then basically right here, and on the very outside of this double track is where she is. And it goes under there in that tunnel. And it comes out where that N5C caboose is on the other side, and it goes back down. Okay? And essentially, this is the crazy part. This bridge is where it starts climbing again. So it starts climbing at 2% up here. That's this bridge, third level, all around here. And then it levels off right here at Missoula. And then it goes inside when the tornado is calm. It comes here, goes around this loop, and then it's on the back track that's missing, but right there across this bridge. And then it goes up to here, right there. This back track, level 4, starts climbing at 2%, and then it's leveled out again here. Doesn't climb anymore. We're on the top bridge now. We'll be going over the freshly poured lake and waterfalls into this tunnel, over this bridge, over here where we need some sculptor mold and the misplaced engine house is. And then there's a big bridge that's 3D printed that goes across there, and it connects into here. Then there's the siding that splits in two, one half inside the tunnel, one half outside the tunnel. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what it's doing. And then it goes around this. This is the lead mine around the top, very top here. We're still all at the same, we haven't gone up grade since back over there in the corner by the observatory. And then it goes across here, up here, and at the very top will be a reverse loop. And at the very top, we will hook this big bad boy up. And then that can go down the mountain all the way, because it's a reverse loop, and there will only be one reverse loop. And then essentially that 4-level rise, that is the branch line. It will take forever. But on the bottom, we will have train running back and forth stupidly here, coming back there, whatever. You get the idea, I hope. So yeah, that's the update. Looks like a disaster in here. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, okay, origami. Anyway, I will be back with another update where this is not such a mess, and we will talk to you soon.